Mrs. Stone, Mrs. McGlashan helped coordinate all the volunteers. There were over 90 volunteers for this event. 90. That's like... That's like Ritz-Carlton style service, I can tell you. In addition, Susan Stewart, and you'll find out later, there'll be a surprise about who gets to take them home, but a beautiful, beautiful arrangement from the sleigh. If you haven't seen the sleigh over here on the buffet, it's just fantastic. Thank you so much. Mrs. Simons, and I don't know how many members put together this Tammy-like dessert spread over here. Just absolutely extraordinary. And I know Tammy was impressed, right? And that's a high compliment. But on your way out, and I'll remind you later, they've got to-go boxes over here so you can take them home to your family. So they said 0 leftovers, so we cannot leave here until all these desserts are gone, okay? Lastly, anyway, for our members, just want you to know, each month we do an employee appreciation luncheon. It's not normally this big, but it's close. We probably have about 2/3 of our group. We get together at the summer house. We have lunch, and we have a few traditions that we started. And one of them is called Magic Moments. And Magic Moments is a time when we've done something for each other or done something for a member that was memorable that day or that moment that was, you know what, this is why we take so much pride in what we do and why we love to work here at Spring Island and the people we work with. So I ask each one of the department heads to take a moment to share a magic moment or a memorable moment they had during the last month. And this is part of what we do. So who's going to jump up first, team? All right, Doug's going to jump up first. Come on up so everybody can hear you.
Corey just left. He was actually going to be my magic moment. I told him that. Speak up. His started over about 6 months ago. He come and asked me about coming to work to get some more money so he could afford to buy a ring for his wife, or girlfriend, soon to be fiance. And I told him, I said, yes, of course. So every day he come to work, worked hard, worked through the storm, worked every time he had a chance off. And the other week he actually proposed, and she said yes. So that's his magic moment for him too.
Took the time out to have her come back in the kitchen and do that. So I think that kind of went above and beyond.
That's awesome. Great, perfect.
Community, I just want to thank everybody who's taken me on, and but I would say a magical moment would be really the whole staff to start with, but it's individually I'll have to choose Miss Doris. I just saw her walk in, correct? There she is. She, on numerous occasions, 2 or 3 times in the past 2 months, would call me at like 6:30 in the morning and say, hey chef, can I come in and set my station because I can't come in at 1 today because I have to work my other job. I said, absolutely, you can come for 2 or 3 hours, and she would come set up her station and prep for the night, knowing that and to go above and beyond to come to Spring Island, back to Hilton Head, and then come back to Spring Island is pretty amazing. So.
A tight team and help each other. So it could be a magic moment for any one of the staff. But this time I want to pick Carl Olin, because Carl has been the one that's been coming to everybody's homes to look at their trees and has basically worked extra hours, and normally he gets some lunch break, but he eats on the go and has really worked hard to try to work every member into his schedule. So to accommodate people because of the trees being taken out. So I want to thank Carl and recognize Carl.
Okay, last week
a couple staff members and I were setting up for a Christmas dinner party at the golf house. And once the dining room was set, kind of noticed that the tables needed a little holiday cheer. So this individual went down the entrance hallway to the golf house where there is this large wooden bowl that's full of greenery, ornaments, nuts and fruit. And she took it upon herself to take what was in that bowl and create 8 centerpieces for the tables. And it was not unnoticed. I had received a note and 2 emails from the host of this party who commented on how pretty the tables were. Thank you, Melissa, for the magic moment.
And commend my brother Eddie Taylor for the work he's done in the garden. Not only this past month, but the whole year and for years past. And I'm just thankful my father taught him how to host vegetables.
Right, so you didn't have to.
This left me out of it.
That's right.
Anyway, Jim Bassar, I'm sure y'all talked to him or seen his emails. He said the garden is in beautiful shape. So please try to take advantage of it. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you, John.
Hi. I'd like to recognize Pam Wall for taking good care of me while I had the last artist in, and it was kind of dicey at best with piling all that stuff on food and beverages. She went above and beyond, leaving me a voicemail about who did what. So that I really appreciate that, Pam. Makes my life better because I don't like financials, so I'm helping an artist out with that. I like this. Thank you.
Thank you, Pam.
Again, thank you all for everything. Everybody here is so excited that you all are here and helping us, and we really appreciate what you all do as well. And I have one, it's a little emotional for me, but it goes for years. It's more than just one magic moment, but this guy yesterday drove Mr. Dobby to the airport. Yeah, that's hard in itself, but he does a lot for me and he does a lot for you all, and he is retiring in a few weeks, which is going to be Steve Powell. Thank you so much for everything you've done.
My magical moment this year is when I get a call for the chef Jeremy and ask me if I can come work here. And I say yes because I don't feel happy in another place. Thanks, chef. And it's the second job. God used the same angel to work with him. Thank you for taking me part in this beautiful, beautiful place.
I was waiting for the person I want to recognize today to get here. He's behind a Cleveland truck. It's going real slow. I was trying to wait for him to get here, but it's Lester Johnson. So when he does arrive, give him a round of applause. But I'm gonna let you know what happened. I was on the gate a couple of weeks ago Friday, and a member came up and she gave me a list of some guests she had coming. And she asked me about an officer that she saw the other day. She described Lester Johnson. I said, well, that's Officer Johnson. She said, every time I come through, he has a smile on her face. But what she was happy about was that she was feeling not too good one day. I don't know what the problem was, but said she came through the gate, she looked over at him, and he had a big old smile, and he was waving real, like excited to see her, and she was just so excited. It made her day. So, Lester Johnson, but he'll be here shortly.
Mr. William Tide come up, called us and said, I'd like a trail ride. And Brian was there, Brian gave him a trail ride. But you guys have to understand Mr. Tide.
Hold your microphone a little closer.
Yeah.
There you go. Thank you.
You got to understand Mr. Tide. He's, had a hip replacement, he had an ankle, and he took Mr. Tide, his son John, and their daughter, his daughter-in-law, Natalie out, and Natalie had never been on a horse. So when they got back, these people were just so pleased. Brian gave them a great ride, took care of them, and took a couple people to get Mr. Tide off the horse. So anyway, it's to Brian. Thank you.
So I'm kind of a newbie too from Jeremy, but I wanted to let you know how impressed I am with the whole staff here, just coming on board and how welcoming you are, but how dedicated you are. So I want to recognize Neil and Brian, because these two guys, you'll see them bebopping around everywhere, but they are really into decorating with me. So I'm so impressed, first of all, that they don't look at me like you're crazy or you're really making me get up there on that tree. They do it with a smile and they do it for the members. It's just really cool to see. So thank you guys.
magic moment is actually for one of my employees who isn't here. He's back at the center working with somebody, even though we tried to get him to come. William Stenek, I don't know whether you've had a chance to meet him, but if you've come anywhere near our department, you probably have, because he kind of makes his way to you. Specifically with William, I wanted to point out he is just so caring to to all of his clients, but one in particular, Mrs. Dempsey, who is Mrs. Keller's mother. She comes a couple times a year and works with William. William will greet her at the door with a big hug, a kiss on the cheek, and he escorts her all the way back. She does have a bit of mobility challenge, not major, but he takes such care with her to see that she gets back to the center, certainly working with her, and then he will escort her back out and report, of course, to her family. So it's just moments like that for me that really make it special at our center. And I could say that about all of my employees, but William is fantastic. So thank you.
All right, every month we do these employee appreciation. And every time we do these magic moments, you always try to think about what or who did good, and you listen to what everybody else had to say. That was a good one, that was a good one. I'm gonna do this the next month. Well, the next day you see something pretty magical and say, that's a great one, I'm gonna use that one. Well, the next day you see another one, then you see another one, you see another one. So you always think about, all right, who am I gonna give it to? And we always talk about, let's not try to give any group ones, let's try to give individual ones. But I'm taking this opportunity real quick to give a group one. I'm gonna give it to the maintenance staff, the guys that came here on October 9th, the very first morning, started clearing out what they thought were roads, started clearing out what they thought were driveways, getting this place cleaned up. You know, very, very impressed of what all they did and they continue to do to get this island cleaned up. So that's one of my magic moments that I'm gonna give out right now. That being said, you know, you always wait for a magic moment to try to fall in your lap and stuff, and obviously one did today. And you look around at what all took place today and all the members that are here taking care of us, and the magic moment I have for them is for them opening up their lives to us and accepting us in and having us come in here. I just want to say thank you for giving us all the opportunity to be part of the Spring Island family, and that's a great magic moment for us. Sometimes you get emails from members and stuff. And I'm not talking about the emails from members that, hey, you guys still lean on the shovel. Why is he always leaning on the shovel? Well, it doesn't work on the shovel. You lose those. But the other ones you get, I got one the other day. I want to read this to you. Just one.
That's one email.
I'm not gonna read the whole thing. I'll just kind of go over. This is from Mrs. Manker. Mrs. Manker sent me an email about our employees. Yeah, if you would. Hold on. I'll just touch on one thing. Wonderful, phenomenal, exceptional, outstanding, magnificent, spectacular, remarkable, marvelous, miraculous, unbelievable, incredible, fantastic. Yeah, it just goes on. Amazing. Oh, it just goes on and on. Okay, here's a couple things I want to kind of, well, one of a kind.
Talking about yourself?
I think so.
We didn't practice.
All right. Okay, first, my tire was so flat this AM. Nobody watched so flat. You would figured people watch Mashagain or something.
How flat was
First, my tire was so flat this AM that I needed to get air in it down the maintenance shed. Upon arrival, it was sheared. Wonderful Jeff came out, got a jack, changed the tire with the spare, and never stopped smiling. What a good guy. We thanked him profusely, but just want to let you know as well, he went above and beyond. And Terry, once again, the entry garlands are lush and so beautiful. Thank you for your understated, graceful elegance. Thank you, Jeff and Terry, and thank you, Mrs. Manker.
guarantees what happened to the car, but he fixed the tire.
All right. Obviously, I got an opportunity to see everybody, and as Jay mentioned, I could walk around all day long and see magic moments. And magic moments to me are smiles. Every time I walk in the kitchen every morning, I look through the pastry station. There's Tammy. She's throwing me a smile. I come into the golf house. I pant, smile. Call the golf house. Patty picks up with a smile. That's what magic moments are to me. I mean, that's what our experience is all about. We've added a new addition over next to my office, and that's Jen. And she obviously was very successful with her smiles over at the wellness center, that she decided to share those smiles with the entire membership. And she's come over and put more smiles on members' faces in the short time that she's been there. And that is what makes the difference. So that's why we get up every day. And that's why she gets up at 5:30, goes to the gym, makes herself breakfast, drives to the club, puts away boxes, puts away more boxes, puts away more boxes, sends boxes, puts away more boxes, and does it with a smile. We all do our jobs. We all get paid to do our jobs. What we don't get paid to do is smile. That's a personal choice. We all have made those choices to smile and love what we do. So thank you for all that you do, and for most of all of your smiles, because that's what creates not only the member experience, but our experience as employees. So thank you. I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Henry here for a minute, and he's going to say a few words, and then we'll get on to the really fun stuff.
This is my special moment where I get to thank these wonderful members that did all this hard work for you all. And we all think of you as family. We know you do an incredible job. Without you, what you do, this place would not be what it is. So I want to just wish everybody a happy holiday, Merry Christmas, healthy New Year, and thank you again for everything.
30. We do. Eddie Taylor, 30 years. You can pick up your feet. 20 years, right? I didn't know you were William, but I'm an Eddie too. Is it your middle name? Oh, okay. All right. 20 years, Jeff Altman. Just a magic moment.
We try.
Another 20 years, Miss Terry. This guy loves his members, Mr. Fred. 10 years. You know, when you offer breakfast and food and beverage, the first thing you worry about is what? Did they show up? She has not missed a day. 5 years. Steve, where are you, man? Where's Steve? Steven. We'll put that in the weekly email. Jamie hit 6 times. Ooh. Where's my wrap? Bose speaker. 2, 4, 9. All right. You can leave that there. Oh, you definitely leave this there. KitchenAid blender with a Spring Island logo on it. No, I'm kidding. That would be your new paperweight. All right, what we got left, Jeff? All right, we have a 50-inch Is it super high definition? Uh-oh, I think that's a leak in my notes. For your commitment, for your willingness to go above and beyond and exceed expectations, but most of all for your hearts. We can't do this without our hearts and our love for each other and our passion for what we do. And that's what it takes to do what we do. We are in what's called the service industry, and you have to have a servant's heart. And you all have them, and you show them each and every day. So thank you for everything that we do, and for going above and beyond for our members, our wonderful, wonderful members in our island, and making the most of our experiences, making my life just as amazing as it can be. So thank you.
Dan, flowers.
Oh, yeah, thank you. I deleted my notes. All right, so these beautiful arrangements I mentioned earlier, a little fun. On the bottom of your chair is a ticket. If you got the ticket, you get the flower arrangement.